What's going on, everybody? It's Joel here, and today we're going to be taking a look at what I think are the best bang for your buck knee sleeves. So I've been testing these pretty extensively over the last 6 months, pretty much because I had to. I got these in the week that I hurt my knee. I still don't know what I did to it. I got it checked by a PT. They said it's probably a meniscus tear. Full flexion, full extension were pretty painful, mainly full flexion. I didn't really have a lot of range of motion, and I credit these knee sleeves for being the reason I was able to work out over the last 6 months or so. So these things have held my knees together pretty well, and I'll probably keep these around. Even though I don't really love wearing knee sleeves, I'll probably keep these around just for days that I'm doing a lot of volume or I'm going really heavy on my squats. But otherwise, now that my knee's a little bit better, I'm gonna try to move on and not have to rely on knee sleeves so much. But if you're in the market for some cheap and affordable, but still very good, high quality, really nicely made knee sleeves, I think the Element 26 ones are gonna be right up your alley. So the construction of these is much better than pretty much anything, even up to, double the price of these knee sleeves. These are very, very affordable, and they are really well built. The outer shell is much more taut and much more heavy than what you're gonna find on pretty much anything in the same price range. The Rogues have that softer neoprene kind of covering, whereas the Element 26s, they feel a little bit closer to like SBD's outer shell, which is pretty crazy because SBDs are pretty expensive knee sleeves. So initially when you get these, they're gonna be really tight, pretty stiff. So they're gonna require a little bit of breaking in, but after you do break them in, they become more comfortable. You can use them for WODs, you can use them for your straight up lifting movements, powerlifting, just heavy squats, Olympic weightlifting, what have you. But they're not gonna be too restrictive for you to use in your CrossFit workouts when you're doing like a ton of wall balls, lunges, or assault bike stuff. So these do have a contour to them. It's stitched in a way where they don't bunch up, which is excellent. They bunch up maybe a teeny tiny bit, but compared to other knee sleeves, you don't even feel it. Like compared to these Bare Complex knee sleeves that bunch up like crazy, and like with that amount that they bunch up, they don't even feel like you have knee sleeves on because they bunch up so much. The Element 26s, I've never had that problem with these knee sleeves. They fit really well around the knee. They keep your knee secure. They keep your knee warm, and they keep it supported when you're doing any kind of your movements. The stitching on these is excellent as well. They're double stitched, and over time, mine are wearing a little bit at the back part right here, but to me, honestly, it's not that alarming. That's probably the hardest part that wears on a knee sleeve, and it still seems like these are going to be able to take a lot more punishment. I don't rope climb or do anything crazy in these, but they have kind of worn down just a little bit at that back area, but I'm not too worried about it because these have a lifetime warranty. So even if they were to fail at that back point, they were to rip or something, you would just get them replaced for free and not have to worry about it. So even though there's that tiny, teeny bit of wear, I'm not too worried about it. The inner construction is that same shell as the outer construction. So it's still that heavy duty kind of like nylon material. So I really like about these. The branding is pretty minimal on these sleeves. So you have the Element 26 logo right at the front. You have a little bit of logoing at the sides. And honestly, if you didn't like it, you could probably just rub it out because it's just kind of like, I think, like silk screened on. So it's not really a big deal. There's a white stripe. I wish that was just a black stitched part. But it's not that big a deal. These do come in a couple different colors. They come in these black ones, and then they come in the OD green ones. I got them in a size medium, which is kind of like my typical knee sleeve size, but I would definitely recommend that you check out their sizing chart, measure around your calf or whatever, and make sure that you get the right size. When I got these initially, they were really, really tight, so they did require quite a bit of breaking in, but I'm glad that I stuck with the medium because now they fit really, really well, and I didn't go up to the large because I feel like the large at this point would be maybe a little bit too large. So like I said, These are excellent for both your lifting movements and your CrossFit workouts because they are a 6mm knee sleeve. So typically you'll find like 3mm, 5mm, 7mm knee sleeves. The 7mm are great for like your lifting days, your just heavy days, but they tend to be a little bit much when you do like CrossFit workout. And then the 5mm sleeves are typically pretty good for like CrossFit workouts, but they're probably a little bit too light for when you want to go really, really heavy or those PR days. These sleeves are 6mm. They fit right in the middle. And I find that these sleeves work for both things. Like they're never uncomfortable when you do a CrossFit workout after you break them in. And I think they provide excellent support for when you're doing your heavier days, your heavier lifts. I have cleaned pretty heavy in these. I mean, obviously over the course of like the last 6 months, I've been cleaning super duper heavy, but I've done like 270 in these. I did a 415 back squat in these sleeves the week when I first got them, like the week that I hurt my knee. The day before I hurt my knee, I hit that 415 back squat in these knee sleeves, and I thought that these performed excellent. They keep your knees really warm, they give them excellent support, and overall, I think, you know, for the $40 that you're paying for these, $40 for the pair of knee sleeves, you can do no wrong with them. You can get them on Amazon, which is the even better. So if you want them tomorrow, you can get Prime shipping. They'll be here tomorrow. Or you can get them from the Element 26 website using code AMRAP, and that'll save you 10% off, $4. I mean, I would probably rather go with the free Prime shipping, but you know, if you wanted to save a couple bucks, you wanted to wait a little bit longer on shipping, you could go and do that as well. So I really don't have anything bad to say about these. They fit the bill. They do everything you need them to do. They're good for WODs. They're good for lifting. Minimal design. They're built really well. They got a lifetime warranty. And most importantly, they are really, really cheap. So if you guys have any questions about the Element 26 knee sleeves, feel free to leave them in the comment section. And as always, guys, please hit that like button, subscribe, and thanks for watching.